you. Please, if you're standing at the back, can we like find our seats? We have started. Um, Hello, pretty people, handsome men, beautiful ladies at the back. Hello, uncle in black. I've called you handsome and I've called you everything. You don't want to sit down. Hi, are we all happy to be here? I heard somebody say no. Are we all happy to be here? I'm excited. This is my first hosting session. Please, put a round of applause for me. Yes. Okay, so this is the deal, yeah? Anything I say, if it's funny or not, please laugh, encourage me so that I will have job next time. Please, yes, that's the energy. Laugh. Woo! All right. We're about to kick off. We all know why we're here. We're here for the Community Managers Festival. Woo! Very exciting. So I don't know how many community managers are here. We're going to use the first few minutes to get to know ourselves. You know, sometimes we attend conferences and we go back. We don't meet anybody and we don't make new connections. But we're going to make this very, very different. Before you leave here, you should have made at least 3 to 5 new friends. Your Twitter follower count should have increased. You'd have met somebody that will subscribe blue for you on the X. You get? So be strategic about your networking, okay? So yeah, how many people are community managers here? I manage a community. Okay. How many people just saw the flyer on Twitter, on X, and then decided, okay, I want to be here? How many people are in an organization where, I don't know my role, but from what I'm hearing, is community management I've been doing. So that's why I'm here. Okay, the organizations are doing better at defining their roles then. So we're going to get to know ourselves briefly. I'm going to start with this lane. How many people are community managers here? Sit down, you cannot run, it's too late. Okay, so you're going to tell me your name and how long you've been a community manager for and the organization that you manage. But your hand, I saw your hand first.
Hi everyone, my name is Ola. I manage a community for artisans and engineers for OFN services. I've been a community manager for 3 years now. I was formerly with a media agency before I ran away, so they will not kill me before my time.
You were previously what? What did you say your previous role? Okay, you used to be in the media. The media wanted to kill you, so you moved to engineering. Engineers don't want to kill you. Ah, that's cool. All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Timotokwe and I currently manage a community of technical specialists in the natural gas industry. I was formerly a community manager for a marketing agency and just like you said, they wanted to kill me, so I ran away.
If I'm taking anything away, is to avoid agency, marketing, and media. Okay. But you are working in oil and gas. Are you employing? Do you know of any employment plans? Later I would, God, thank God. Oh, I've secured my second gig. All right, who is next? Are you a community manager? Yes, it does. You do the work, right?
Hello everyone, my name is Omobo Ali and I help to manage, I'm a community manager intern. I help to manage a Facebook group of 125,000. Yes, I'm actually, I would like to say, a graduate of the Community for Africa with mentorship. So my internship is with the Facebook groups. So it's called How to Run a Small Business. It's of 125 followers on Facebook.
Wow, that's a lot. Please put your hands together. Facebook is a crazy application. For you to be managing community there, please, you will share your tips and tricks with us. Hi, people at the back. We've started. Thank you. All right, please, if you're at the back and you think that you want to be promoted to the front, please just take a step forward so that people that come late, we can be able to identify them. Please, so move forward. Let's fill in this missing chair. You don't know who you might sit down next to. All right, so back to this side. How many people are community managers here? Okay, okay. I shouldn't even be asking this question. It's a community managers festival. So you're going to tell us your name, how many years you've been a community manager for, and the community you manage, just so that we can get to know you.
Thank you so much. My name is John Dukwe, and I've been a community manager since 2021. I manage Web3 communities like Huddle and some other, but currently I'm managing Diversiboard, which is a platform for Africans who are unemployed communities, which is an educational community.
What did you say? Did you say Africans that are employed? So do you give them jobs? Are you listening? Sorry, please say it again.
Okay, so my company is called Diversiboard. It's a UK say company, and we give jobs to Africans who are unemployed in the UK, USA, and Canada. Yeah, tech jobs, adjacent jobs. But also we include marketers, all the stuff like that.
Oh, that's really cool. I will meet you later. Oil job, Canada visa, secured. Secured. Ha! Networking. You are looking at me. Me, I've secured 2 gigs like this. Thank you. So your name? Yeah.
Hello everyone. My name is Folusha Ayodele, and I've been a community manager for about 2 years now. I am building and managing a community by the Pala Bible Church. We're trying to spin off a tech community in the church for Christians and people in tech, and also I am building the first Bubble community in Nigeria. Bubble is no code tool, and they've been all around the world, but in Nigeria they've not really broken into. And so I've been managing the community and trying Bubble and building the community. Bubble is no code tool like WordPress and Webflow. So I'm building the community in Nigeria.
So if one of your roles and responsibilities as community managers, even if it's not what you're supposed to do, some companies, they will add to your role. If your role is to design website as a community manager, please meet, sorry, the name again. Folusha, he manages Bubble. You ask him later. That's why you have to network. All right. I think I heard you say something about like deeper life, tech. How does that work? How is managing that community like? Because that has like church. What's it like? Tell us.
I think it's a very, very interesting dynamic there, because it's something that the church would normally not do. And so, a couple of us are trying to come together to talk to like our leaders and pastors that we have a lot of tech people who are Christians and who would like to like build products for other Christians and things like that. And we're trying to carefully bring people together, have tech events, but then still connect it to like the goal of the church and the goal of being a Christian normally.
Please put your hands together. That's a very good initiative, right? Because sometimes people have this mindset that the church is not ready to help other than through prayer and fasting, right? So it's good to see that you're doing a good job. All right, so as we continue, more questions will come up. So moving on to the next icebreaker. Let's say, for instance, you're in a community manager's talent show. Because if you were in Americans Got Talent, we would expect you to show off your different talents. If you were in The Voice, we would expect that you show us your singing talents, right? So let's assume that you are in for me, I'm also like a community manager in a design agency, right? And I'm a designer. So if I was to be in a design Got Talent, I would say my talent is researching, right? So let's say now this is community managers Got Talent. What is your talent as a community manager? Where you think your strength lies? I think people have answered a lot. Let's hear from here. Hi, your name and your talents. Also, the community you manage as well.
I'm not a community.
You're not a community manager. Yeah. What do you do?
Blockchain. Okay, my name is Arafat Ibrahim. I do blockchain.
Kaching, let's go.
Okay, so what's the question?
If for instance you're in American Got Talent, you're expected to be that dancing or do something, right? So if you're in community managers Got Talent, right? What is your strength? What is your talent? What do you think you excel for? So since you're not a community manager, in blockchain community that
Okay, I code. Yeah.
Are you active aside from writing code? You interact with other people?
Yeah, yeah. Networking.
How many friends have you made
Huh?
in your community?
In my community, oh, where is Aisha? She's also in. So I'm in a lot of community. I'm in Web3 ladies, Ecolance too. So it's also part of Ecolance. So, yes.
So you know why I'm asking this, because a lot of people are part of communities and they are just observers. Some people are active participators. Some people just come to take resources and leave. They don't even send resources. They just take the one that is already shared there. So yeah, let's ask, what is your hi? Good morning. So we're asking that, assuming this is Community Managers Got Talent, right? This is a talent show. What is your tech talent in community management? Are you a community manager first off?
Second as a community manager.
You what?
I second as a community.
Okay, so you're like assisting. Sorry, my voice is loud. You hold it. What community is that?
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
My name is Lovette. I'm the community manager for Koteri Builders, community for community managers. And the reason why I said I second as a community manager is because I'm a project manager, but then I also second as a community manager. So I second as a community manager. So what would be my superpower? Seeing projects, community engagement from start to finish, basically.
That's a lot of work. You are the Batman of community managers. All right, so let's pretty lady on pink, Barbie.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am Esther, and I won't say I'm a manager yet, but I'm planning to build one. And I think Lovette has Lovette has opened the floor. I'm also a project manager. Yes, I'm a project manager. And one thing, if this were a community management talent show, just like she said, it would be me. So what is my strength is that I can make the environment very conducive for you. Like, there's no tense and all of those things, so that you'll be able to relate, I think. Yes, so I think that's one of the things I do.
Awesome. Please put your hands together. That's a very, very good superpower and talent, because the reason why we have communities is people can feel safe that other folks in this place are the same as me. We're all learning towards something. We're all working towards something. We share the same goal when it comes to this particular idea. So making sure that a community is safe enough for other members to share what they're learning, what they're building, where they're having problems, that's really like a very, very good skill to have. So hands together, please. So I want us to be active, right? Please, you cannot come and be like an observer in this event. You are a community manager. You have to be active, right? Everybody has to be on point and on fire for this. So I'm going to ask, this is a very tricky one, but I want you to be honest, right? You know that there are those community members that stress you. If you manage a Slack channel, once you see their name pop up, your mood will just, this one again. I know that there's somebody like that in your community. People who are community managers, like you are a community manager, you interact with the members, hands up. You people don't raise your hand again. Okay. So you know that particular person. I wanted to use animal, but no. If you were to compare that person to a meal that you don't like, what meal will it be? Beans. Semo. So we have people that don't like semo here. I'll not give you the mic. Me, I like semo. I like amala too. So I want to hear other takes. Tabby, I know you manage one of the biggest communities in Africa. So it can be a Nigerian, it can be a Kenyan, it can be somebody from Ghana. So who is that? What food would you use to describe that person that just sets you off as a community manager?
Okay, because I mean I'm not Nigerian, but then I guess there's a Nigerian name for that food. It's not food; it's type of meat. It's all intestines. You guys call it? Is it tribe? Tribe. Okay. So I guess you guys make it. Yeah, I guess you guys make it differently, but in our case, it smells so horribly. I don't like it. I don't know if people like it, but yeah. Yeah, small intestine. Those intestines. Yeah.
No, I can't even eat intestine again. Yes, she must really be obsessed with that person. So yeah, because I asked you before, what would the food be? So if someone in your community were to like compare that person to a meal you don't like, that person, you know, that one community member that just sends you a message and, or let's use a music artist since we've used food. A music artist you don't like. I'm setting people up you don't know. Eh?
In case you are a fan of this artist, I like the artist too, but I don't like the artist like that. So don't hold me outside. So if there's anyone I would not really like, maybe it's Burna Boy.
But oh yeah, you people that shout. Imagine if Burna Boy was your community member. Let's be honest. No. Think about it. Just take a second and think Burna Boy. Burna Boy on X. Burna Boy as a community member. Ah no, Yusef. All right. This has been like a very fun session. So don't worry, I'll come back. Don't miss me too much. But I have to like drop for the next people. So now I'm going to be welcoming two of the most committed hard workers that I know of. They are very committed to their community, to projects that they are working on. You might see their name a lot on the timeline. Oh, I got into community management because of this person. Oh, this is my community that I'm a part of has been so awesome because of the experience that I have with this person as a community manager. So, without further ado, let's put our hands together for Hanifa and Timothy.
Hello, everybody. Ah, that was so low. Hi, everybody. So if I go low, you go high. Hello, everybody. I love your smiles. Thank you all so much for coming. My name is Hanifa, and I am one of the co-founders of Community Managers for Africa. And with me here is...
I'm Timothy, running community initiatives at Community Leader Africa.
And together, we started to host the Communities Manager Festival. And last year was the first of its kind. Who was here last year? Woo! Okay. I think we got about almost 10 people in the room.
Wow.
And I'm glad because now we can see that, this is going to be, we are looking for the energy to ensure that this is going to be a continuous thing every year and even across Africa. Thank you.
Amazing. So, a super shout out to give me a minute is Anele Chuku here. Anele Chuku. So if you are watching online, special shout out to you for purchasing the first CMFest Africa ticket and the VIP one. Yeah.
And also a big shout out to all our sponsors. A big shout out to them, please. There's some people in the booth. Some are still on their way. I mean, a lot of them are flying. Some are not even able to be here, but they just, you know what? You guys are doing something amazing. Take money. Take money and have an amazing event. So a big round of applause for them again.
Yeah. So for today, our conversation is focused around the evolution of community management. So our talk today is focused on the past, how community management have evolved from the beginning side of forum and social networking, social media, to the present way we are managing community using community tools and so on and so forth, to also the future of community management. How we're going to be having automated moderation, how we're going to be having AI, you know, the stuff that community managers do, right? So that's what our talk is focused on today.
Yeah, I mean, is it possible that AI will take over the job of a community manager? What do you think? Yeah, so before now, we've been having a lot of pre-events on Twitter Spaces, some Google Meet, and I'm sure a lot of you have been able to join them as well. And then just like he said, today we are going to be having a lot of conversations, a lot of speaking sessions. I mean, we have speakers flying from Kenya. You're going to be listening to amazing speakers that will be teaching you about, you know, coming from their wealth of knowledge, right? And at the same time, we're also going to be having conversations about the future. Yesterday, we had a pre-event. And if you were at the pre-event, let me see. Okay. Aww. Okay. So the pre-event was just for the legendary ticket holders. That's the VIP and some of our sponsors and speakers. And what we did yesterday was we talked about, I think, 5 different topics. 6 different topics, thank you, Ma. And those topics was also revolving around some of the situations that a lot of us community managers are facing. We came up with some resolutions, and we hope that this is something that we'll continue to have conversations about.
Yeah, so basically, we'll be publishing a report for the resolution we came up with for the pre-festival yesterday. Special shout out to everyone that came out and was part of the various team for bringing that out. So I think with this, we can say...
One last shout out. One last shout out. I want to shout out to every single one of you.
Yeah, you're the real MVP.
You're
Come
the real
on.
MVPs because you probably bought a ticket or you got it as a giveaway.
Please. No, not giveaway. You got it as a gift for the work you have been doing as a community manager.
Yes, you got it as a gift. Or, you know, I think a couple of people actually got it, especially from people, instead of like the online giveaways that we got.
Shout out to our community partners. Shout out to the folks at Navrina, if I'm pronouncing that right. Propel. I can't pronounce.
Couture.
Chaos Africa. What's me?
Polygon Build. Untitled Designers.
Web3 Africa. Friends of Figma. Other faces in tech. Yeah, I love this space.
Good. I mean, a big shout out to everyone. Without them, we won't be here to be honest. And lastly, actually, a big shout out to the team and the volunteers, please. I need you guys to encourage and thank them for us because without them, we would have. All right. I think that's all for us. Thank you all so much for being here once again. And please come and meet me for pictures. I'm looking for. I dress beautiful today, no? I'm looking for beautiful pictures.
Then to the last one, right? We have a lot of community managers having their birthdays today.
That's so true.
People have their birthday. I think today on Wednesday. Someone's standing beside me having next week and stuff like that. So again, we're looking at doing a combined community birthday
party.
Yeah, for everyone. So,
I mean, last year I brought my birthday cake. Now. That's so true. Yeah, I think October is like a community managers. How many October borns are here?
I beg you.
All right.
Exactly, with March.
All right, again, thank you all so much. Thank you for being here. And if you have any questions for the speakers as well, ensure that you ask. We're all here to learn. We're all here to grow. We're all here to network. And if you feel like you're bored, come on, I'll give you ginger. Trust me. All right.
So with this, we say welcome to Community Managers Festival 2023. And on a side note, if I'm you, I will try to install the B2C app, right? Just try to install the app.
There are dollars on that app.
Install that app. And just relax. Because when it gets to that time for the app
to shed money.
So yeah. Welcome to CMFest 2023. Woo!
Alright. Please let the energy continue. Woo! we are all pumped. Nobody is sweating. This venue is just very conducive. Me, I just want to drink wine. There's cold. Ah, how will you go to Canada now? No, 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 no. You have to see through it. We are building you for the abroad. You don't want to be built. I'll go without you then. I'll go without you. All right, let's start. So now we're going to have like a workshop session. And it's going to be awesome. Because we did not just pick speakers because they have community manager on their LinkedIn or their headshot or something. We did extensive research. We made sure we're picking out the best of the best of the best of the best of the best, right? So you're going to be hearing from professionals. And the first professional that we have is a community manager at Old School Africa, which is, I don't even need to explain what Old School Africa is to you. You should know that, right? If anybody doesn't know what Old School Africa is, you would have returned your tickets. So yes, community at Old School Africa, she has dedicated her career to fostering inclusive and vibrant communities. She's not just a skilled professional, but also an enthusiastic volunteer and passionate advocate for education. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, let's put our hands together for Tabitha of Old School Africa.
Hi everyone. I think because I deal with a diverse community, I like to say good morning, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. But okay, all of us are in the same location now. Okay. Okay. Good morning once again. My name is Tabitha Kaviu, but I like to go by Tabi or Tabs because I think that's much easier. And also because Nigerians don't know how to pronounce my name well, so. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm being considerate, Anyway, I'm a community manager at All School Africa, just like Brown said. And my colleague is also here. I mean, All School is such a big community. I don't do it alone, right? So my colleague is somewhere here. I don't know where he is. Okay. You guys will see him. Okay, Oluwaseun. And I'm so happy to be here. This is my first time attending this community managers festival or conference. Yeah. What am I talking about? Oh, okay. I'm talking about building a career in community management. So I'm hoping this workshop is going to be a little bit more interactive. We are community managers, right? Like most of us. And we like to tell people, let's be interactive. And you know how it feels when you talk to people and they don't respond to you, right? You feel, So please don't make me feel that way. You guys are community managers. You know how it feels, okay? All right, so let me start by asking, how many community managers do you have so that I know if I need to just go back and sit down? Okay. So we have people that, do we have people that aspire to be community managers? Okay. So the rest, which category do you fall under? Okay. Okay. That's fine. The reason why I'm asking is because my topic is around building a career in community management. And anyway. Okay, maybe I should start with a little bit of my story, my journey. I started as a Google Developer Students Club lead. I don't know if you guys know about that. I'm hearing a lot of noise in the background. It's affecting. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, I started as a Google developer. I hope my slides are up. Okay. I started as a Google Developer Students Club lead back in campus from the University of Nairobi. Oh, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, by the way, if I didn't say it. And I think when I was volunteering then, that's when I came to realize and know more about community. And I was like, oh, people actually get paid to talk to people, to organize events and things like that. I have a background in software engineering, so of course I was going to be a software engineer. But then I came and met community people and I was like, oh, I think this is what I want to do. I like to talk and things like that. And that's how my journey began, from talking about products in a voluntary level. I have like a picture on my slide where I was talking about a particular product back in campus, and then later on, I started getting paid to do it as a community manager for that product. So at the end of the day, what I'm really trying to say here is it's possible to actually build a career for yourself in community management, right? I know there are people that do it like, free time, but there are those of us who, and if I say something, bread and butter, yeah, it's our bread and butter. I don't know how to talk like you guys. It's a struggle. So butter, we say butter. Okay. Yeah. So for some of us, it's like a full-time role, and maybe today we're gonna talk about some of the things you need to know or keep in mind to start your career in community management. So let's even start by defining what community management is. Can someone volunteer to tell us what community management is? Anyone? Please. I told you let's be interactive. I gave some dollars to Timothy. I told him to do a giveaway when people answer my questions. So he's going to be checking. Yeah, please.
To me, I feel like community management is the process of engaging and promoting and scaling. And most importantly, building a community based on, how would I say it? Unanimous missions, values. They all have something in common. The main thing is just to build, promote, scale, and so everybody just come together and work towards the mission and value.
All right. Thank you so much. So yeah, community management is basically the process of growing and sustaining a community around the customers of a business or the employees of that business. And I mean, I've heard some of you guys talking about, I'm community manager for this organization, right? I'm a community manager for this agency, yeah. So the role of that person is basically to build a community around the customers of that particular agency. It could be the customers or the users or the employees. And I think she talked about managing a community of community managers. So basically the whole idea of just basically what community managers do, that's community management, right? Growing a community, fostering engagement, and things like that, yeah? So now, I've already talked about who runs a community. I don't know, I'm not going to follow my slides at this point. I don't know. Oh, okay. So we've already figured out that the person that runs a community management, community manager. So if you want to start a career in community management, then when you start looking out for roles or when you're searching, you're looking for maybe a community manager role or maybe more advanced community-centered roles. And I don't know if many people know about the types of community management. If they put the slides before I asked you guys. But anyway, there are different types of community management, and they fall under, is it 5 or 4? There are 5? There are 6? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No problem. So these are the different types of, community management we have. And I guess some of the times we are community managers, but we don't know which category we actually fall under, right? So the first one is, the models call space. The first one is support. And support involves community management in forums, where people engage in Q&A format. Someone asks a question, they answer, and maybe you're moderating that type of community. I think the first thing that came to mind was Stack Overflow. You know how someone posts a question on Stack Overflow, blah, blah, blah. So now imagine it in community management. You have a community where people just come there to discuss different things, and your job is just moderating those people. Then the other one is product community. So think of Spotify. I think Spotify has a community, and the main goal is they allow their members to give ideas or, some of the things that they are inventing, right? Like in their app, or what can we do to make our app better and things like that. That's a product-focused community. Then we have acquisition and advocacy. I guess that's where we hear most people talk about DevRel. You're talking about a particular product to a particular group of people. And I think a perfect example to describe the advocacy community management type is, I don't know why I4G is coming to my mind, but what comes to my mind is open source. We have people contributing to websites. They see something is not really well, and they're like, oh, let me fix that. So the whole idea of opening it up for community members to contribute to a particular content, it could be like a website, it could be documentation and things like that. So that's community management. And I know we have open source community managers around here. And then the other one is engagement, yeah? So engagement is you've already identified the people you want to be in your community, and now the main focus there is you're focusing on engaging those people for a particular period of time, so at the end of the day, they feel like they either belong to that particular company, agency, or organization. So now, I don't know if, let me now ask one person to let me know which category you fall under. The community you're managing, which category does it fall under? Let me see, who do I want to ask? Okay. Maybe tell us a little bit more. Yeah.
The community managed for Deeper Life Bible Church, the tech community falls under product ideation, innovation, and feedback, because we have a goal of bringing people together to build products for the church and for Christians. And I think a bit of it falls under support, because we want to help people to tech and grow.
Thank you so much. Anyone else wants to try? Okay.
Hi, Tabitha. So I feel that when you work in the Nigeria organization, you kind of do a mix of everything, because it's crazy like that here. So you don't have the liberty to choose that, oh, I want to just be engaging your community. You do everything, my dear. The moment you get your letter, even before self, it is what it is, but it's sad, but it is what it is.
All right, I'm being told that Nigerians, you do everything. You do all. Your communities fall under everything. You do support and all. Not really, but it happens. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's very important sometimes to identify which part of community management you fall under, because I think all of them work differently. You interact with people in different ways. Some of them you'll have close interactions, and maybe some of them you just engage via email or maybe on social media and things like that. So it's different for everybody at the end of the day, right? You guys have seen such things before, right? What they say, what community managers do. When I tell someone I'm a community manager, and they're like wondering, what does this person do? There are those that feel like we do, oh, I'm a manager, like, oh, wow, you're a manager? Oh, you're senior position in the company, right? But at the end of the day, most of the time, you're always venting and crying and like, what's wrong with this community? Okay. Let me not talk too much. My community member is here. I don't want them to welcome them, make them feel like they're at home and things like that. And the moment you welcome them, you start creating a safe environment for them. You know, that's where things like community guidelines start coming in, code of conduct, because you're bringing people that you don't know. Some of them might be from different countries. Maybe Kenyans joke in a certain way, and Nigerians find it offensive, or Nigerians say things in a certain way, and we Kenyans find it offensive. So you want to make sure that when you're bringing people together, you're putting necessary actions in place to ensure that your community is a safe space and environment for people to actually interact in. My slides are way ahead of me. So when you welcome people, that is onboarding people, you create a safe environment. And the next thing, what's the next thing that we do now? Once your community is set, can someone just take a guess? And I think that's the most important thing in community management. Okay, we've talked about introduction, right? Okay, onboarding, you'll tell people what the community does. You've created engagement, right? Because you might bring people to your community, you might create a Slack, Telegram, blah, 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 onboard people, and then imagine you leave them. Nothing happens after that. Are the community managers going to stay? Oh, okay. Are the members going to stay in that community? No. So how do you sustain? Remember, we said community management is growing a community and sustaining that community. And how do community managers sustain community? They do that by engaging members. So, and that's why I told you it's very important to identify the type of community management you fall under, because engagement might be different for you, right? Some may be including sending them periodic emails. For some of them might be discussing things with them on a Slack channel or on a WhatsApp, you know, sending different resources to them. Some of them might involve doing physical events, you know, for your community members. Or sometimes it could be doing online events, because maybe your community is more online or more diverse and people can't meet in one particular place. So engagement is very important. And I think we have a panel session on engagement, so you guys are going to learn more about that. But people feel like they're alone. Let them feel like there's somebody that is actually watching out for us and someone that we can always reach out to for support. Then, yeah, creating content. I think for people that are in organizations that have like a marketing team, you don't have to worry a lot about, creating content. I'm using me as an example. We don't stress, but I know there are people that you have to create content for your community, right? You have to think of videos to do. You have to think, oh, what do I share? Some of you write articles, right? Because you want to engage your community members. So you might also want to make sure that you're good in maybe creating some of these things so you can be able to engage more with your community. And then balancing, remember, the community manager is the link between the organization and the members, right? So in as much as you want to make people happy, you need to remember the goal is to grow the business. So why are you bringing people together? Are you bringing people together to give you feedback for your product? So if that's the goal, then make sure that you're always getting feedback from these people on how to improve your product and you're improving it. Are you your business? Because someone was telling me that if your company does not see the value you're bringing at the end of the day, they might think of you first. When they want to lay off, they'll be like, what's this person bringing? Do you get? Like, they will not see, yeah. So make sure you are tying down all your community management efforts, tie them to your business so that they'll always see the value or the relevance of your role in the company. And community manager is superpower. So imagine if your company relies on sales and things like that, and you have like 1,000 people. If you influence 1,000 people to maybe sign up for something or to share something and generate income for your company, that's a good thing, right? So if you are able to tie down those efforts and make your company see that, oh, this person was able to do this because of a tweet they sent to the community managers or because of something they told their community members. So because we have cases where there are different teams in the companies look like the ones that they are bringing money, but maybe they are not the ones, right? Maybe, let me see. Maybe, let's say in my case, it might look like the marketing team is one that is driving sales, but maybe it's from the community that we're actually getting sales, right? So make sure that you're also thinking of the needs of your members and also the needs of your organization. And yeah, tracking community success, I think it ties down to what I said, balancing. So let them see the work you're doing for them to see the relevance of your role at the end of the day. What's next? What do we do next? Could you please go next? Okay. So now, as a community manager, now like skills, you start at a higher because they feel like, oh, this person has an added advantage that they can bring to a company. So building
It's just that they don't talk too much, so I'm going to amplify their work for them, right? So there's that. Networking. Meet people. Tell people what you do, and when people know what you do, they'll be able to think of you and recommend you for jobs when they actually come. So that's why it ties with that whole online presence. And then professional development. We don't stop learning, right? We don't stop learning. Honestly, you're going to learn. I learned that thing. You're going to learn. So you'll learn, okay? It's because every day something happens. There are different trends. There are different things that are going on. So you want to make sure that you're always on the edge. You know, you don't want to be just like a basic community manager. You want to be a community manager that has different skills that set them apart. So I hear we have CMX certification, so you can go ahead and find out, oh, I can get a certification on maybe how to track growth in my community and things like that. And these are things that will put you on edge maybe when you're trying to apply for a job at the end of the day. So when you can build your foundation, get the skills you need, but then as you continue your community management journey, always look out for more resources that you can, or certification that you can actually get for yourself that will put you on edge whenever you're trying to find a job in community management. And then once you have those things, it's going to be easy for you to look for a job. It's not easy looking for a job because you don't always get jobs, but at least you'll have all the necessary things needed when they are checking out your profile. Your CV is, you know, packed with all the community management effort that you have done, and then it's easier for you maybe to stand out among other people or other community managers. I think I'm almost rounding up. I'm guessing the next thing on my slides. This is the next thing on my slides. I'm done. Am I done? No, okay. So after, you know, building your portfolio, I think the other thing that I forgot to, you know, talk about as community managers, it's not going to be easy. Let me tell you, people that want to be community managers, it's not easy. It's not easy. Dealing with people is like one of the hardest jobs in the world. You know that, right? It's the hardest job in the world. I don't know. You know when someone makes you angry, but then you have to smile? I'm like, oh, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm glad that you reached out. I'll get back to you. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not glad. We are stressing. It's not easy, yeah. And we're going to experience many challenges. And there's one thing I say, if you don't love community management, it's not going to work for you. If you don't love it enough to continue doing it, because there are times you work so much, you're going extra miles and things like that. And if it's not something that you enjoy doing, it's going to be so hard for you to grow in it and make it a career for yourself. So make sure that you enjoy doing it. And some of the challenges you encounter are conflicts in the community. You might start seeing people fighting in your community and you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Yeah? So it helps to have forums like this. I love what CMFest, CM Africa is doing, you know, bringing community managers together, talking about some of the challenges so you know that, oh, you're not alone in that particular challenge. And if this person experienced this challenge, I feel like our communities are almost similar in terms of dealing with conflict. So you can be able to learn what person X did in the community and apply the same thing to your community. Or some of the challenges they are facing, you're most likely also facing them. So it's not going to be easy, but I feel like if you're more open to learning from other community managers about their challenges, then it's going to be a little bit much easier for you. My slides are somewhere, I don't know if we are able to share, but I'm going to share with you guys at the end of it all. But I just want you guys to remember this thing. Oh, I didn't talk about the skills a community manager needs. You need to be very empathetic. Very empathetic. Because I see Brown here. Okay. Very empathetic. I think that's the major skill I'm going to talk about. We know about communication. Be passionate about your brand, because if you're passionate about your brand, you're able to talk to people about, you know, what you do and relate more with your members. Another thing is listening. So top of my list, empathetic and listening. You need to be able to listen to what people are saying. Go to your community, whatever platform you're using, look at what people are saying, look at the feedback they are giving, and respond to them whenever necessary. Even if you don't have an answer immediately, take your time, and when you go back with the decision, let the people, I feel like people like it when they feel like you heard them. People like to be heard. If they say something and then I come tomorrow and with a new decision, they'll be